Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I will be reviewing the plotter that I use for my window tint business. I am currently using the US Cutter SC2 53-inch. I have used this plotter for over 3 years and I am going to let you guys know the pros and cons. Make sure you stick around to the end of the video where I will recommend a couple of other plotter options that are popular in the window tint industry. Starting at just $1,100 plus shipping and tax makes it the perfect entry-level plotter. The SC2 plotter is not specifically designed for window tint, but once dialed in, makes a very good budget-friendly option. I do have a setup video on my channel, so if you are looking for a quick setup guide, make sure to subscribe and check out my other videos. Setup is not difficult, but can be somewhat confusing at first. Once assembled and up and running, you will need to do your research and find a cutting software company. I personally use Core to cut out all my patterns, but there is plenty of good software companies, so do your research. A lot of companies do offer free trials, so maybe try a few out and see what works best for you. After deciding on what cutting software you are going to use, you will have to get in contact with them to set up the proper drivers on your computer. That's so the plotter can communicate with your computer properly. Now that your computer and plotter are in sync, you have to set up your blade. Like I mentioned earlier, I do have a setup video on my channel, so make sure to check that out. The 53-inch model makes it so you can cut 95% of vehicles on the road with no problem. I currently stock 40-inch rolls of film. It has super user-friendly controls. Once dialed in, you will only need to use the arrow keys, pause local, and origin buttons, which I do go in depth into the function of these buttons on my setup guide. This plotter is not perfect by any means, so let me give you guys the cons and make sure you stick around for my final thoughts at the end of this video. If you haven't already, make sure you like this video and drop a comment below if you have any questions. The SC2 plotter uses a stepper motor instead of a servo motor, which leads to less accurate cuts. While the accuracy of this plotter is not perfect, it is still good. Top edges for the most part are good and I have not had a complaint in 3 years. The accuracy lacks where the blade stops and starts cutting. You will have to place the pattern on a peel board to trim off the excess or uneven film after reading the pattern. Usually these uneven cuts are on the sides, which are going to be tucked into the seals so the customer will never see the imperfections. This becomes a problem on super tight quarter windows that have no room for imperfections, or on frameless windows where the top edge and the side edge have to be almost perfect for the final result to look good. The plotter comes with a 45-degree blade. The 45-degree blade works okay, but I highly recommend you get a 25 or 30-degree if you are using the plotter for window tint, which will cost you a little bit more upfront. Also, the blade holder will have a lot of material buildup from cutting over time. I recommend you blow out your blade every day before you begin cutting to avoid jagged cuts. Even though these are very minor cons, it is something I would like you guys to know before making the purchase. I also want to mention that I am not being paid to say this. This is an informational video from my personal experience. My final thoughts on this plotter: for the price, this is the perfect entry-level plotter. Startup and setup can be slightly confusing, but once dialed in and you become one with your plotter, you will not regret your purchase. Now, if your budget allows, there is better, more accurate plotters on the market. Top of the line will be Graphtec and Jaguar plotters. Very highly reviewed by a lot of window tinters, but you will easily spend anywhere from $5,000 to $7,000. If you are looking for something in the middle, good bang for your buck, you can opt for a Tint 3 or a Workhorse 2 plotter, which will range anywhere from $2,000 to $3,000. For all my entry-level window tinters, do not be discouraged if you do not know how to hand cut. We live in a world where technology is taking over. Even though I know how to hand cut, I have not had to hand cut in over 3 years thanks to my plotter. Focus your training on a perfect installation so your jobs come out as clean as possible. But if you do want to learn how to hand cut, make sure you check out my channel for some tutorials. I hope you like this video and don't forget to subscribe and drop a comment if you have any questions.